Hello, welcome to another episode of Education on a Budget. I'm your host, T Love, my co host.
Kind of say,
And today we're going to finish up something we started in the pool area gifts. Ask you then, what gifts do you remember having or do you know that you have?
um,
And how have they changed your perception of life?
discernment.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And discernment is key now more than ever. With that discernment, have what kind of it has that me utilizing this gift more than ever now. Um, this is the type of things that I'm understanding over time from using this is one of the perceptions I see. It has changed my perception a lot. But the thing that I realize about it is, um, it's like your all your gifts can like interlock or they can interlink with each other. So, and what I mean by that is, it's like by you working on your discernment, like your intuition, um, you might. I'm trying to think of another gift that like can that complement each other. It's like you might discover a different um, way of doing things. Hence, like a perception change, or like it might lead you to something that you didn't know you was good at. Is what I mean. And then, because I believe and understand that everything comes from within, and we already have like all the answers, really. So it's kind of like if you got like clearer water, and then it's like you pouring like pop in it. It's like you like it's like you diluting the water, or the opposite way around. Excuse me. You can say you got a cup full of pop, and then you put water in it. You like you watering it down.
So you're thinning it
So
out.
you thinning it out. It's literally that's what it is. What it is. So it's like an oversaturation of things, and you got to think about how much how much have been suppressed since you were a child, all the way up until you was able to think for yourself. Just off of those years alone, then you got the stuff after that like
People tell you
that
what to
you
do,
do
what to go, and it
all
diverts your attention from that. You lose track of who you are by trying to listen to everybody's advice. And when you're a child, you're taught you're supposed to respond a certain way to adults, you're supposed to respect your adults, respect your elders, and you're not allowed. You weren't told that you were allowed to be yourself until you got older to understand what being yourself actually is.
yeah. Then by that time, you done already sabotaged yourself
Yourself
multiple
completely from the
times.
get from the go.
So it was game time. But that's where it just it seems like I really do feel like there are certain things that are incited in this civilization or in this society. I think certain things are incentivized to cause certain issues. So,
Go ahead.
um,
That was for me from the long
I know because, but I read it. I was like, what the fuck?
because I took it so long to refill it. I didn't think she had made some already on the cart.
Oh, that's what they said about the
Yes,
soap. I
yeah.
didn't get to finish
I'll
it.
tell her that when I get
So, um, the thing is about your gifts is first, okay. Also, when you get that intermission or that feeling or that energy to where it's something that you need to do for yourself or something you need to do in general. Um, this goes back on the spectrum
okay.
and gifts.
Yeah, I did pick me a little. I did put it on the list as you mentioned.
Yeah, backwards evolution. So all three of these things intertwine. What I'm about to say, because by your discernment being off, you're not able to properly ingest information. Because what it is, you will ingest the information, but you got to do a lot more of this. Whereas
Getting past
it would just be straight right there, or you will have less obstacles to get to it. So I want you to look at it like that, like the spectrum of things, and depend on what you do on a daily basis, it's going to further you away from it, or it's going to bring you closer to whatever it is that you have in mind, quote unquote. And the thing is, so from experience, what I realize is it's kind of this thing where if you don't use it, like you lose it, kind of thing. Two is like if you're
You don't
not,
flex those muscles.
you hear me? You have to do it because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to, that the muscle memory is gonna be like tainted. So my point of saying all of that is when you not paying attention to that intuition, you're kind of, most people think that most people don't realize that doing nothing is a choice. You get what I'm saying? So by them not acting on whatever that they supposed to act on, whatever that may be, depending on the person, they your gifts will start to reverse. So it'll kind of turn against you in a way because it got the energy has to go somewhere.
It'll leave you second guessing too.
Exactly, which you don't want that because that is you giving your power away unknowingly. Because now the first initial thing was was the right answer, and then you have saturated it, and then now you have successfully overthink your way out of the answer.
It was meant for you to have.
What was meant for you to have. So that's why I wanted to bring that up because that's very important to the topic at hand because a lot of things will be happening to you and you won't realize that it's happening because of what you didn't do for yourself or something that you did to yourself. It can go across the board. It's either or. And remember that circle that he's telling you about. It can go over here, you still hit that, you go over here, but you're still in the same circle. So I'm seeing a lot of that um, cycle, like loops. The same thing happening over and over again. So it's like if you don't attend to it, it's going to keep coming back around, and then every time it come back around, every time it go make a lap around, it's gonna the sliders, the difficulty slider is gonna go up. So it's gonna get harder and harder because most likely a few times later, certain things have certain events in your life have happened where it has regressed you, even though you started doing it to yourself early on, but you wasn't feeling negative about life or wasn't feeling negative about anything then. So you're not looking at it like that. And then when something spring up or something happened to your shit, it's like you like, what the fuck? But it's about seeing the signs early on and act on it. And but the thing is, you have to take the initiative to weed out the distractions. Now I understand that's easier said than done because that was told to me all when I was growing up. But I got to a point where I realized that it was about how it was about the how it presents itself. Okay, that's what that is. Because then a lot of the times y'all have to remember too that a lot of these things that we get from people, a lot of people really haven't done the work themselves, and we get the narrative from people who haven't really done that work. So y'all got to think a lot of stuff is skewed and falsified. You know what I'm saying? Even if it has truth to it, but that's just my take on that situation. I'm just it just goes back to that authentic versus the fake to me. It's just like, yeah, because a person can be evilly authentic, and I feel like they will achieve whatever they want to achieve because of that, in my opinion. And then it depends on whatever foe that they're up against or whatever energy that they're up against, how potent or how fast it comes, or even if it manifests. Because if they fucking with a real one, it's not gonna work. No. So,
and it's funny as you say that. I have several gifts. I know of one. I know because I've utilized it, and that's why I avoid hospitals because I can go into a room and I can tell if somebody's going to die the next day or two. My mother was the only person that knew I had this gift, and it didn't scare me. It was uneasy to have the feeling, but she had me go see her godfather in the hospital. I went in there, I tested him, and we left the hospital. Got in the car. She said, "What'd you see?" I said, "I saw a man dead." But ironically, he didn't die then. Her stepfather died a week after that. Her godfather died a week after that. So I saw one death, one person, but it was actually both of them at the same time.
okay.
My gift wasn't able to distinguish the person I was touching versus the one I saw. It was the one I envisioned in my head. I just knew it was the man dying. After that, I was like, let me leave this gift alone. And I ended up seeing somebody whose grandmother was in the bed, in her hospital bed in the living room. And I got her one night, just walking in the house. I think I got something to drink or something. She said, baby, I'm tired. And something just came over me, calmness said to tell her, it's all right, it'll be over soon. She died the next day.
Mm.
But that's a part of the discernment. I know what my gift is, and I know how to recognize it when it's there. I don't shy away from it. It's not scary to me.
No, and it
I
shouldn't
embrace
be.
it because we all have the ability to do something otherworldly, I should say. Is whether or not we recognize what that gift is and how to apply it to our lives. Not to say I want to apply death to my life. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it is a
It is something actually help.
yeah, it's a superpower dealing with the death. It's about how again, it's about how you use it.
And I can also hear voices from time to time.
Yeah, and it's like
And
so,
I know ain't nobody in the room but me.
yeah, it is people coming from the old world mentalities. When somebody say that,
Yeah.
they start
negative thoughts.
yeah to start manifesting and forming. It's like, listen, y'all motherfuckers is
And their opinions will actually feed off of you.
yes, literally.
And it will stop your growth by listening to their opinions.
Yeah, people don't understand that they like the negative thought forms. You literally form an energy entity because you thinking about it all the time.
But also at the same time, people don't understand what we can do. Like, you know what I mean? They don't understand our like origin, so they don't really understand where it comes from, and like how you are the source. But when they say that, sometimes you don't really understand. Like, what do you mean we like you the source? Like, it's like you're like extensions of what is. So
Or what was.
you hear me right? However you choose, you know what I'm saying, your perception of it. So
And you
then
realize it came from some original source that developed into you. So you figure out why are you here on this plane of existence, because there's multiple planes of existence, whether it's physical and spiritual. You came from somewhere back in wherever it was manifested that you're going to be here at this time in your life, dealing with the things you have to deal with. But it's up to you to face them head on or ignore them.
yeah,
You ignore them, it's going to be harder for you to deal with life.
like way harder. Morning.
But if you embrace it, it makes life a whole lot easier. We have to learn to listen to those signs we're given. Not all signs are positive signs, not all signs are negative signs, but we have to recognize when something is for our benefit, for us to learn from.
Which is why discernment is key, because of what this man just said. That's the most important, because if you don't get the discernment down, you're not gonna get that down. If you don't get that down, everything is gonna be shit from that point on. Because now the foundation is not
Disrupted.
You see what I'm
Or
saying?
there's cracks in the cement.
There you go.
Fall
So
through
the
one of
more
those
shit you
cracks,
build on it, the more it's gonna up. Then now you gonna have what the hell
free
happened?
fall, and you're like, what happened?
And now you restarting at the last checkpoint. But now again, like I said, the sliders is more up, because now you got to go back around. Sometimes it's just as easy as the first go around, but typically it might even come at you harder. You know what I mean? But
Trying to test your patience.
yes. So, but the feeling, because everything is not always like Rudy's saying, it's not always as it seems. You know. So
I would say this too, because I know if I put it in here, but did I tell you I tried to commit suicide 7 times?
yes.
Ironically, this guy that was on Master Chef, black guy, I admired him. He had a white girlfriend and a little mixed child. He was diagnosed after the show that he was bipolar and another name, not psychotic. He was bipolar and something else.
Schizophrenic.
Yes. I thought he took his own life.
Wow.
He won the apron and got to the first round. I think he lost the first round or something. He went home. But after that, his life is spiraled out of control. I said to say that when you feel like you just can't reach the next goal, just step back. Just take a look at the whole picture. Don't be so don't be so harsh on yourself.
Please don't.
Just take yourself out, because you're gonna hurt more than just yourself. People around you that you're affecting every day, they're going to be disappointed that you're not there to see them anymore. I saw beautiful today. She came in just smiling.
Oh,
I didn't say that she's smiling already.
Oh, okay.
Everybody that you impact with their life is going to miss you. And you realize not just like the dancer that committed suicide. I really admired him. Like, if going on, do you think yes? You like, you ask yourself, why would you want to? My therapist like, why do you want? Because I got tired of being here. But that's not the only person that happened like that. I heard somebody else's story said the same thing. They were just tired of being here. But if you allow life to just continue life, it'll show you why you're still here.
Pretty much.
You just can't be scared of life because life, and let's go continue to life.
And that's how I know I would never do it, because of that. It's too much. I feel too good even when I don't feel good. to be doing shit like that.
There's a lesson in everything that we go through in life. Every day is a lesson.
Cause what you did was you self-deleted out the matrix. Like you was
Right.
like,
And
I'm tired of this.
back in here.
Y'all.
You should be back in here in another form.
Yeah.
You be back.
Also, that's the thing I touched on about the soul walking. Sometimes you will withdraw without physically deleting yourself, and then you pop, and then like a destiny swap will happen or a shift, and then you next thing you know, it's just I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I just things I just hear, and you just know that certain things are. Some things have some truth to it, and some things are
something is
BS.
just inevitable for you to have to go through. You have to go through some things.
And a lot of
You have
that I'm
to.
seeing
You have to
nowadays.
learn from it, or you don't learn from it. You
Yeah.
come back again and do it again.
Everybody trying to. You can evade obstacles, but
Navigate all you want, but you have to still go through
some things is a part of the board. Do you hear what I'm saying?
it. You're still part of the board.
Some things is a part of the board. Like you can't get away from that. Like that's there.
Like I told my boy, I never really wanted to help anybody that had kids before because I don't have any kids. I tried to have kids. I ain't tell you about that story. I'll tell you now. Myself and a partner at the time had what?
Go ahead. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. Had adopted his sister's kids, twins. Last kid, she didn't want any more kids, so we're like, we'll take them. Now, mind you, I'm working in Atlanta, way out in the suburbs. I had 2 buses home because I left my keys at work. Locked them in the office. Can't get in there till the next day. The 2 buses home came after dark. You came. I'm trying to climb in the window to get in the house because you went over the door. You came in the room with a lighter and a can. I'm like, I was modeling too. You trying to mess up my moneymaker, really? And I'm like, no, tell them, come get the kids.
That's
We can't
why
do that.
we got to get away from these.
These people
But-
who refuse to change.
I said that because I feel like that's why I'm in this life, in their life, to help them through these major obstacles they just can't do on their own. I know they can't do it on their own. They could have been much longer and they have to go through a lot of turmoil as they get past it. It's not, in my mind, it's not fair that you have to be tortured like that.
Yeah.
You had the hardest time trying to get your car to another state, and now you're at a job that you really don't like anymore because you're not making enough money to get from point A to point B. It's in some sense it's depressing, and it's disheartening that you can't get to your goal where you know you can get to your goal. You have all these different obstacles, and you have to I'm just there to help you get past these obstacles. Now the end result, we don't know what that's going to be right now, but I know
Right.
what I'd like it to be. But I know I'm there for that reason. That's my reason for being in this person's life. Let them know you're not doing it alone. You're not here alone. We had a conversation last night about how they keep things to themselves all the time. I'm like, why do you feel like you have to do that? You have a listening ear right here.
Yeah.
And I apologize, even though you called me the other day and I wasn't there, but you still have a listening ear. Don't just bottle that, because when I bottle stuff, I used to break things all the time.
Yep.
Just to release it, just to get out. Because you have to get it out. If not, it'll
Yeah, that's a hard program for men to break. It's a hard program because it gets used against us on a daily basis.
You don't have to be a man to know that it's okay to let somebody in.
Right. I feel
We have this hard persona. I'm like, why do you have to be hard? Why? Like, I can be hard on us, stare and soften inside and say, no, you're not a teddy bear. You're not a teddy bear. That's why you have people in your life, so that you actually communicate with them and get that out of your system, because you can't see yourself progressing because you hold yourself back by keeping that stuff bottled up. It has to come out at some point.
Yes. And so I feel like
it's gonna be the wrong way,
wrong person. So I feel like if men don't express it in that manner, I feel like if you keep it to yourself, then it should be released in another form.
It can
Even
be.
if it's something nobody else knows about, it should be released in another form. But then you have to release it. Then
You just can't just hold a little piece of it.
Fuck on. Can't do none of that because you're going to be going around in a loop and won't realize it. And then by the time you look up, you done already 7 times around the sun. It's bad.
It'd be harder for you to get out that hole.
So that's real. That's a real big one because I didn't struggle with it. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It would just be refusing to accept certain things. That's all. I wasn't struggling with shit.
Accepting things that are there. You see it. It's right in front of your face. Why are you making like
That's
blind?
yes.
Why?
It's and I want you. What he just said. Now to apply that same thing when you're dealing with female. It's the same thing. We got this thing because like men are like it's like we stand up like we masculine.
Yeah,
so
that's
with
when we
certain
crying,
things,
yes, that's hogwash.
So
They're being human, to be emotional and being human.
yes, and then so it's crazy as a man like experiencing like people who are very weak emotionally and mentally, and to watch them use stuff against us, and then it's almost like watching uh it's like a person know you can destroy them, but it's like they playing with you like you can't. It's weird. Like you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But we got to we laugh at stuff like that because we know how easy it is for us to just wish you away.
Like what?
But you reminded me of something. Eddie Murphy's brother, before he died,
Charlie.
I found out he was emotional too. His wife knew that. She didn't want him to make plans for her funeral. She did herself. All she wanted him to do was get past her die.
Yeah.
Because men can be so emotional to the point where they can't function.
No, that's why I'm telling y'all. That's why we not meant to be over here, over here, over here, over here. Logical, masculine son energy. He's supposed to is structure. We structure our emotions.
Dude, I deal with structure all the time.
Listen, you see all the shit that they be going through, just being over here. But what I notice is, and the difference in the energies, we don't function like that.
There, you need like have multiple different people to deal with.
No, like our emotions being over here, and not see what I'm saying is you can have something with this person, but long as it's a balance with each of those people.
Yes.
When a man's emotions is all out of whack, it's bad. He gonna end up dead in jail or somewhere he just don't want to be experiencing, even if it's not that bad. It can be something simple. He might want to chop it up with a female or something, but because he did a certain kind of thing, he just severed that connection. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and a lot of guys too crash out. This is just my opinion from what I've seen over the years. All of that stuff that you're saying about it of emotions, and then they end up crashing out because
they can't deal with it. They don't know how to deal with it.
The feather on the brick house. You might find out she didn't did some shit or whatever, even though you already knew.
That will crush your world completely.
And then you crush that. Look, then now you ain't going to the gym. Now you ain't doing none of that, right?
You're not doing the self-healing things you need to do.
This is the part when you gonna find out how this world really is, especially towards men. This is when you gonna realize don't nobody give a fuck, right? And you're going to realize how the same people that you was there for, that you made,
no, we there for you.
They're not gonna do it, and then a lot of them, it's not because they don't want to. A lot of them don't know
how. Handle it.
But the thing is, they don't want to show you that they don't fucking know. So they'd just rather do some weird shit to you and just weed it off, and it's hopeful, and then whatever happens,
hopefully it passes on your end.
What the fuck going on? So
that also lets you know they're not a real friend.
Yes, because they're allowing something to override like basic or certain things. I understand you feel weird and all this type of stuff, but you have to understand at the end of the day that you can't do certain things. And I watch people on a daily basis talking about using certain stuff as an excuse to do stuff, and then I ask them like, so why didn't I do that shit? Like, you get what I'm saying? Why didn't I?
All the time.
Like, and when I was feeling the worst, it was still certain things I didn't do. That's why I don't want to hear nothing that. Or Satan, the devil, nigga, that's who you is, because you can get influenced by something all you want to. When you woke up and decided you was gonna do that shit, that you the devil, nigga. Ain't nothing else around. That's you did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when your ass in court for some shit,
you gonna be just standing by yourself.
That motherfucking devil ain't there. Fuck is you talking about? Your ass there.
You gonna be waiting that you go through.
Come on, stop playing with me. So it's all up to you. They can incite shit all they want to, but it's up to you what you do with the shit that's in your face or that you introduced to. So that's a real big thing. I'm seeing a lot of that, as far as and with men too. So they crash out because men y'all have to understand this, and they don't have the same experiences as us. Our experiences is different growing up. We got to become something to get something. She just gets it because she exists. It slows up the older she gets, but the thing is, it's a reverse. So it's harder on the men early on, no matter what your orientation is. That's just how it is.
You also think that women inherently think that they don't have to struggle so hard to get what they want.
No, the fact that you can get $100 from 10 dudes by tonight, that's exactly why I will never argue with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why they don't. That's why I experience the things I experience with them, because first of all, I can see who they are. And I think it bothers them that I don't treat them like shit, even though I know who they are. It's like It's like well, Batman and Joker situation. Joker hate the fact that Batman just not killing him, even though despite what he doing, and it's damaging him more on the inside than what he ever doing
lock him
physically.
up. He don't want to kill him.
And he don't want to, but then locking them up shit don't matter because he like Lex Luthor, he get out.
It's like an evolving cycle that just repeats itself.
Yeah, he might be locked up for a minute, but he go get out. When he get out, it's terror, like pure terror. But the thing is, that's another thing about that too. Batman, he's being too stuck in his ways to eliminate. He's letting what he experienced from his childhood override the nigga. You supposed to have been killed the Joker. This nigga is a
or at least eliminate him so he's not a problem anymore.
And that's most likely killing that nigga because y'all was, if y'all the comic book readers, y'all know what type of time he was on. The stuff they show in the movies, that's mild
always trying to get rid of Batman, eliminate him.
Terrible. And what's funny is when he would do certain shit or Batman go on hiatus, he'd miss him.
Right, because he had nobody.
There's a comic series where this nigga was unmotivated to do crime for months because Batman was missing. He was like, I'm not doing none of this. Bro, you can watch look at the cartoon.
I've seen it.
When Batman, Harley Quinn captured Batman, so he felt like he the only one that's supposed to do that. This nigga,
he was upset with her.
Yes, and he drove to her. He released Batman, which is something he don't never do. He released him and put him back. He was like, "Don't you ever do that again?" He's like, "I'm supposed to be doing that," and I just think that's just so funny. It's like he has pride and take pride in what he does, and that's just the goes. To my point, different strokes for different folks. Authenticity, and when you authentic, you will be able to decipher between things. You'll be able to see.
Why do you think it's so hard for people to be authentically themselves? Are they afraid of rejection? Are they afraid of being painful?
Because remember my green folders right here, I literally have all of those answers in the first page when I opened it because I was doing shadow work questions yesterday, writing them down and asking myself questions that you don't really ask. I'm like, wait, I need to deal with the stuff that we don't really kind of like put off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because us, we attend to some shit more than other people. That's how we is because we can face the truth more, in my opinion.
Yes.
I'm not saying that we better than anybody, but we just used to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how we are. But
I noticed that it's a whole different type of thing when you like actually ask yourself this question and you going through like a whole thing. Because I ask myself, like, I'll be like, okay, why do you choose to not do the things that's necessary for you to do, even though you know that's gonna get you to where you gotta go? So then when I wrote that down, I'm like, okay. So then now I'm thinking of the answers. So then whether something is coming to my head or not, just both are like, oh. So then they go from that, and then go to this, and then I swear to God, you gonna figure out. You be like, hold on, where? Then it's linked to something in the inside. So now I'm starting to
exercise to do.
Yes, and it's very good, and I like it because I'm able to like, oh, okay. So that's why I do that. That's why I do that. That's why I do that. So that crash out that morning, it was a lot of that. Because
you did it so big time. I was like, I never seen it like that.
Yeah, but it's like I wasn't mad. It was just like
but you were overly expressive.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Why now? Type of thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, all of these things that from elevating, it's a very unique experience. There's a lot of things I'm still deciphering. There's a lot of things I'm still
and as we get older, we will continue to decipher them.
Yes.
And try to figure out how they apply to our life and our existence moving forward, which can actually minimize a lot of stress on our behalf because I don't need no more gray hair. I'm tired.
Well, listen, boy. No, I mean people be.
You can tell the people that stress out so bad because you're younger than I am, and you have more gray hair than me.
Your ass look 95, boy.
My brother, should be, I always think he's in the 20s, but he's in his early 40s or late 30s. He's in the 60s.
Yeah.
He looked rough, real rough. Like matted hair, matted beard, gray hairs everywhere. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then then with stuff like that, then they have a lot of these people have energy siphoners around them. And I don't mean just people. I'm talking about they didn't probably got something with themselves that's taking their energy. Like me, me was overthinking. That shit used to drain my energy because I would do so much up here. And then the thing is, it's like you running the motor and just holding on the gas pedal. Eventually, you're going to run out of gas.
You'll run out of something.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just about like when we just relax, take your foot off the pedal, turn the fucking car off, and get the fuck out the car. You sitting there
trying to argue with some shit that's not gonna talk back to you. Like
Nah.
it is weird. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know these programmers, because when you ask yourself these questions, half the time you don't even know why. And then I found out too that people be taking on other people's traumas. I gotta watch that stuff too. It's something that didn't happen to that person, but because they heard it or seen it growing. Okay, if you watched your somebody in your family get probably beat half to death every day,
That's gonna haunt you.
it's gonna make you feel some type of way about certain things, or you gonna feel like that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch stuff like that.
And then not only that, it'll attract the same type of people that was attracted to that person.
You attract what you are, even if you don't do that to other people. If it's up here and here, it's going to happen.
We have to end this segment right now. So we thank you for watching Education on the Budget. We covered a lot of things, and I'll put up little titles above what we have talked over.
Yeah, and upgrades coming.
We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.